Hey everyone, welcome back to Code Amigo. In today's video, we are stepping into Linux commands. We will explore some essential commands, break down how they work, and show you why the Linux terminal is such a powerful tool. So grab your keyboard and let's get started. So here, if you see, I set up the terminal and file manager side by side on my screen. This way, you can clearly see what's happening in real time as we execute commands. It's a great way to understand how the Linux terminal interacts with files and directories. So let's dive in. So here, when I click this one, I got the terminal get open and here the files. So if you see, like when the terminal or file got opened, so here it shows home, right? So similarly, here also in terminal, this is the current directory, which is the home directory. Okay. So now let's start with our commands. See, for example, here you are seeing different folders on home page, right? So when it comes to terminal or command line, okay, how we can see that? For that command is ls, right? So when we type ls, it's displaying the folders whatever is available on home directory. Okay, now ls. Okay, what I am doing, I given the capital L and S, okay, not small ls. So what happened, it says like command not found. So that means Linux commands are case sensitive. Okay, ls, this is one command. So when we do ls, it lists out the all files in the current working directory. So is it really showing the all files? No, actually there will be some other files in system which are hidden files which start with a dot. Okay, so how we can see those fields? To see those files, ls hyphen ls space hyphen a. Okay, now you see there are different new files are showing like with starting with dotted, right? So what are these hidden files or dotted files? Okay, usually it will contain the important program configuration information. So they are hidden because you should not change them unless you are very familiar with Unix. Okay, so same in directory, like in File Explorer directories and GUI, like graphical user interface. If I want to see same dotted files, how I can see, right? You can click on Control H. See, now it shows dotted files. How to hide again? You can click again Control H so that it will hide. Okay, so next command is creating the directory. So usually how we create the directory, like we click on right click and we will just create the new folder, right? So but here how we can do with terminal. For that command is mkdir. Okay, make directory space and the directory name testdir. Okay, see, now if you notice here testdir folder got created. This is how we create the new directory. Okay, fine, now new directory got created. The next command is I want to move into that folder. Okay, so how we can do that? For that command is cd, that means change directory, cd space and directory name. See, now here if you notice the path got changed. Okay, so here what is tilt? If you notice when we open the new terminal, if you see here tilt shows, right? Tilt is nothing but it's a home. Okay, now we change the directory. So in home we are moving to the test directory folder. Okay, now that is fine. So now what we need to do, we need to come back from that particular folder to previous, like for example in UI we are in folder, so we are come back like just with back button. So how we can do that in terminal, right? So for that cd, which is change directory. Now to come back, the we have to use dots. Okay, so here how many dots we need to use? For example, let's check with single dot. Okay, cd space dot. What happened? It did nothing. That means single dot refers current directory. Okay. To come back, what we need to do? Okay, double dot, so that it come back to the previous directory. Okay, now go back to test dir. Okay. Let's create one more folder here, directory 1. Again move to that folder, directory 1. Okay, again create one more folder into that. Okay, again move to test dir 2. Okay, now where I am right now? I am right now test dir and dir, right? So it's like two folders inside. So now if I want to go back directly to home page, what I can do? Cd space tilt. Okay, tilt, enter. So if you notice, see, cd space tilt. So now we directly came back to home page. Okay, home directory. So now let's go back again, directory 2. Okay, now if we want to come back to test dir folder, what we can do? Cd space dot dot. So that means what it will do? Dot dot means it come back to one folder backwards, right? So we are currently in directory 2. So if I use dot dot, it comes back to dir 1. My goal is I want to come back to test dir folder. So that means two directories back. So for that one, what I need to do? Cd dot dot slash dot dot, so that I come back to test dir folder. So by using the cd change directory command, you can go into some folders or you can come back to some folder. Next command is to know current directory. Okay, the path of the present working directory, which called as print working directory, pwd. See, it gives present working directory path. For example, in Windows, what you need to do, like what you do if you have something like that, you just take the path of the particular location. Similarly, if I want to know the particular location, so what I will do, like pwd, print working directory, it gives the particular working directory's location. So next, we are going to create one file in testdir folder. How we can create file? So for that, usually in Windows, what we do, we have Notepad or Notepad plus plus, right? In that way, we can just create some file and we can write something or text something into that. So and save it. Similarly, in Linux, what we can do? In Linux, what we can do is one thing is gedit, similar to like Notepad or something, and another thing is nam. This is also one editor. So to create a file, we will use gedit, and I give the file name, something like test file. But it shows some error like command gedit not found. So that means not able to find that particular command. So that means it's suggesting something like you can install by using so and so. So let me install it. Copy that, paste it, install, and it asks for password. While we are installing, we taken the password from os boxes, which is osboxes.org. Yes, now it got installed. Let's see, gedit test file. So now file got open. So let's add some data into this file so that we can do next whatever the commands which we have based on the files. Okay, So here I created file with some 31 lines and just do Ctrl S, save the file. Okay, now I have the file. To see whether I have file or not, what is the command? ls. See, now you can see the test file here. Okay, now what I want to do, copying the file. Okay, copying. So here we have test file. I want to create the copy of that file with some different name. For that one, command is cp test file space that means cp command name space file name space the new file name into which we need to copy this one. New file. Now if you see ls, you can see new file got created with test file. If you open like with new file, if you open new file, you can see the same data which we added into test file. Here you can notice test dir, these two new files. Next command is moving files. So for moving files, what we need to do, the command is mv. So I have new file. I want to move that particular file to under dir1. So for that, what I can do, so in UI, what you can do normally, you can just do Control X and paste into dir1 so that it will go into dir1 folder. But from terminal, we have mv command, which is move command, move new file, and the location next is dir1, okay, slash. If you see, there is no new file as it moved to dir1. Let's check under dir1. So you know ls is command that listing the files or folders in particular current directory. But by using ls, we can see the folders or files which under some other folder. For example, ls dir1. So it is showing under the dir1 whatever the files is available. Removing the files. Now I want to delete the new file which is under dir1. Let's go into dir1 folder. Here it is new file. So what I can do, rm, that means remove new file, and see ls, that file got removed. Okay, now I want to remove the directory like dir2. So for that one, let's try with rm. See, it says like cannot remove dir2 because it's a directory. For that, what we need to do, rmdir, that means remove directory. See, ls, you don't see anything because there is nothing. dir2 deleted, and earlier we deleted the new file, right? That is the rmdir remove directory command. Now, so here ls, we have test file, right? What if I want to see the content available in that particular test file? What we can do? So one easy way is like just go to release directory and open the test file. So the test file got opened. But from terminal, how we can read the content from the file? For that, there is a command called cat and the file name. See, it prints the whole file content. Right now, there is one another command which is called less. So how it works? Like less test file. If you see, it's not printing the whole file, but it's printing the only the page whatever the content fits in the window or tab. So for the next page, what we need to do, we need to press the space button. So when we press the space, it will move to the next page. So end of the content. So what we need to do to exit from that page, we just need to click on Q so that it will quit. Okay, that is the less command. Now there is another command like called as head test file. So what it will do, it will print the first 10 lines of the particular file. Okay, but if I want to print only like specific number of lines, like for example first 5, Okay, so what we need to do, -5 on the file name, so that it will print the first file. So I can give any number like 7 lines. Okay, first 7 lines. But if I want to see last 10 lines, then it is tail test file. It will print last 10 lines. If I want to print last 5 lines, this is last 5 lines. Above we seen the less command to open the file, right? So if I want to search particular content in that particular file, like what I can do is first click on slash and search for the particular text whatever you need. For example, here 112 and enter. So if you see 112 matching line is showing. If there is any another matchings, to check that one, what we need to do is press on next, which is N. Okay, so nothing found. So that's why it shares the pattern not found. Let's search another one like 1 1. Okay, see, if you see there are multiple matchings. Next button, so there is no another matchings. So to quit it, just click on Q so that it will quit. Now next command is grep command. So here what we did, we searched the particular matching by using the less command. So that means like opening the file. Now I want to search the file for what, there is a multiple files in your folder. For let's see, do one thing, let's copy test to file to new file. Now 113 matching line is available in both files. 113. Now I can check like matching file, matching words are there or not in test file. It is there. Same with new file. If I want to check like all files, what I can do, grep 113 start, so that it will print the files, whatever files having the matching form. Let's do one thing. Let's update the file with some other content so that we can try grep with different matchings. Open the test file and add something like and text spinning wheel match found match check. Okay, now I want to check science is available or not. If available, at what line it is available. Let's close this. The command is grep like we are searching for science in test file. So see it grep science. We can see like test file. There is a matching words. Let's see content. So here if you see match exists at two places. So grep match test file. Okay, both found, but I want to check totally like match found. What I can do, grep match found test file, so it gives both again. So in that case what we need to do is grep space -i in single quotes or quotes like match found test file. See, now we get only whatever is matching totally, right? So now I want to print the line number also. Then what I can do, see, what another shortcut is, if I want to execute the same command or same previous command, what I don't need to type the whole thing. Instead, what I can do, I can click on the up arrow or page up button so that it will show the previous command. Now, in same command, what I do, I'm just adding -n extra, like extra argument, which is n. See, now you see that matching line number also exists. So let's try similarly. If I want to check, see what it means, like number of counts, matching counts. If, for example, let's check, like remove the found and just match, it shows 2 because we have two places matching. That is why it print 2. Even you can, and one another shortcut command is, for example, if I use the whole screen, right? Now to clear it, what I can do is, there is a option like clear. See, so it clear and goes the cursor to the top of the page or terminal or tab, right? And there is one another option, grep -v. V displays those lines that do not match. For example, here -v. See, it's printed whole file which are not matching, except the matching lines got removed. It's just print the remaining total lines. Now another command is word count. So word count is, if I want to count the total words available in some file, we can use that, like wc -w test file. See, it has 39 words. Similarly, if I want to count how many lines available in the file, then instead of w, we can pass l. It gives total 37 lines.